Well, good evening everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. We're here for a round 5 match tonight. Big one between Albinario and Semipro that goes at the top of the hour. The winner of which will play the winner of the other round 5 match, which is between Cobra and Spectre Dawn. Going to be hard to call this one, but it should be a cracker. It should be a high standard. Steve is going to join us. I'm just going to tab out and check if he's there. Well, he isn't there yet, but he will be. He said he'll be here. So welcome to Mark. Welcome to WizKid. Anybody else that's watching. They arranged this match earlier on today. Semipro prompted me to let me know that they were going to be going at 7 o'clock. And sure enough, it appeared on the schedule. So I am here for the match. Now, just double checking, now that I've mentioned the schedule, the other matches remaining are the one between Acero and Balls, which goes tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. We've got the additional one with Larry and Wink at Me. They've arranged theirs for tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I will be there for that. And of course, the match that I mentioned earlier, the winner of which tonight will play the winner of this one, which will be Cobra Spectre Dawn, and that goes ahead on Sunday evening at 7. So I'll be there for all of those matches. I'm not quite so certain about the Acero Balls match because I think that might be a bit of a bloodbath. Although who am I to say? Anything can happen. It is the one lost side, and it's a race to 13. One more quick tab. Well, we've got less than 2 minutes to go, and well, who's going to call this? I think if you're going about probably the best, I don't know how to split the two of them. I suppose Albinario's, is he more familiar with the 9-ball table than Semipro? With Semipro coming from black ball principally in the long run, I don't know. But all crazy things will affect the match. One more tab. He's arrived at last. Good afternoon, good evening to Steve.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Well, I don't know how to call this. I think we could both agree that it depends what Albinario and what Semipro show up.
Sure.
You could get the generous Semipro, but then if he bumps into the Semipro who starts getting on his own back, even though Albinario is being generous to him, then we could have a proper lot of turmoil. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, Semipro gets serious about playing, and if he's more serious about playing than he is about making excuses, I think he's got a good chance to win this.
Yeah, got to take the opportunities that are given. They will appear.
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly capable, and obviously Albin is. I mean, I think my guess is most of the guys watching are going to favor Albin, which probably is deserved because Albin has been more consistent throughout these world championships. But Semi-Pro's capable of beating anybody, so we'll see what happens.
Well, the room is up. In fact, was Albinario in the lobby? Now that I mentioned it there, but I didn't even notice Albinario was there.
No, Albin is not here yet.
No, so he's cutting it fine. Let me check and see whether Albie sent me any message on Facebook to say that he's going to be late or anything like that. I didn't notice anything. Nope, there's nothing there, so presumably he's just going to appear at the last second. But he certainly, the two of them agreed earlier in the day that they were going to set it for tonight, which is why Semipro let me know. I wonder whether Albinario's done something crazy like forget about it. Right, hang on a wee second till we see what Semipro.
I doubt he would if they just decided to agreed to play today. That's a pretty short-term memory if he forgot that.
Well, Semipro says he's waiting for Albi to log on before he enters the room, but the time I suppose he's given. I mean, the timer's still going to be clicking down for both of them, regardless.
Yep.
Let me just send a message to Albi. He's probably entered the lobby now that I've just typed this. Right, so I've sent a message to him, so we'll see.
Well, if he's going to be late, we can always reset the match.
We'll see if he's going to appear.
I'd like to see both players play well. I'd like to see a match where the break becomes really important. So matches where both players run out a lot and don't make very many mistakes, the break becomes very important because, that's if everybody's making mistakes and, does a break matter? Yeah, but not so much. When players are playing really good, the break becomes key, and whoever breaks better is probably going to win.
Right, now I've just maybe I had a return message here from Albi. He says he's coming, so right, as long as we know he's awake, then we should be good to go. His arrival should be imminent. But I mean, we've got, when you look at the setup we have, we've got four of the probably the strongest players in the tournament that have got to where they are right now. I think if you looked at the amount of players in the tournament draw at the start, and you were going to pick out probably the top four players. I think most people would have picked at least three of them, and Semipro has earned the right to be there as well. And it could be the fly in the ointment that's going to spoil it for these favourites that are expected to win this thing. So Semipro is in, and we still wait on Albinario. Good evening to Hazard. Well, Bill's stuck his neck in the block. He's going 19-15 Albi.
Yeah, I think most people are going to favor Albi. But I definitely think Semipro can win. If he plays well, Albin's going to have to bring it. And we've seen Albin have trouble with his break in the past. Break will be key in this.
Well, on my clock on the phone, it's 19:04, so 6 minutes left to get in. And Albinario finally is online. We'll have the lag for the break. Remember, no jump cues. We've got Semipro on the right hand side. Now, there's a thing Semipro should have been doing. Now, Semipro earlier on this afternoon was playing snooker. He wasn't exactly getting practice for this match, and when he came into the room there, he should have been doing. He should have been doing his little lag practice there as well.
Yeah, well, I think if he's going to have problems, they're going to be more than that.
Stream's not live, Hugh. Well, it is on my end, Miasma. You need to go to YouTube.
Yeah, and you need to refresh the browser if it's sitting there.
Well, Semipro has done not a half bad lag, but Albinario has nailed it pretty much. So off we go. Yeah, pay attention, Miasma. Is he still going to Twitch thinking it's going live on there?
And very nice break by Albi. The cue ball was good. He got a ball in. He's got a shot on the one. I mean,
well, he's got
that's a
to
good
get
start.
this. This is tight. It's going to
Well,
get off the back of the two.
It's not as tight as it looks because he can play it off the back of the two.
Oh no, he's played the combo.
He's playing a combo.
That was a bit risky. Not 100% certain where the two was going.
So I think he'll shoot the 3 in the side if it doesn't go in the corner. Let's see if it goes in the corner. I guess it does. Yeah, no problem.
I think he's slightly the wrong angle in this 3,
yeah,
so he can go forward.
He'll put a touch
of
right, and this is good because he'll leave angle on the 5. You want angle coming back just like that. I mean, that's the kind of shot where it's super important to stay on the correct side of the ball.
So again, if he's going to stun this, got to get that line perfect for the stun across for this 7 ball, because these pockets can catch you out. I mean, he could roll this forward and let it roll out, but if he's going to play the stun and he's got it clean.
Yeah, I'm thinking Albie's out here and it's going to be 1-0, and
well,
Albie breaking, and
you know, it could be right down to what you said. I mean, if the break's working good for both players, then you know it really ramps up the pressure in each of them to find their way out. If they're especially they're getting that ball and getting a start, it could really just come down to that at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think guys that are going to play good aren't going to feel a tremendous amount of pressure. I mean, you always feel a little, but I think guys that are in the groove and playing well shouldn't be feeling that much pressure. They're kind of just doing their thing.
So follow up rack. That's the objective again.
And he plays the cut break, and boy, he had 2 or 3 balls just go right next to the pocket and not go in. That was a pretty good break, but he didn't make a ball. 6 ball off the tit, 8 ball off the tit.
Well, that one ball does have a pocket there past the 5.
Now let's see what Semipro decides to do here.
Yeah, he's looked at it.
Yeah, this isn't the greatest ball to shoot at. See if he decides to. I think he'll probably try to play safe somehow.
Yeah, he's got, well, he hasn't got full cover, and what's worse is he's left an edge. And this 2 balls inviting to duck behind.
And that's the problem with these side-to-side safeties. You know, if the 2 and the 5 weren't so lined up, it'd make it easier. And Albie just made the same mistake.
Yeah, Albie actually, even though he could just see a bit of it, he actually still got it too thin. He wanted to get that a little bit thicker.
This is an easy hook here. There's no way he's not getting a hook here. As soon as I say that, he doesn't. Well, but that's not an edge you really want to be hitting at.
He's going to have to kick at that one. Welcome to Mooncake. Mooncake says 1914 Albie.
Yeah, I think that's going to kind of be the popular score. Semi-Pro's going to have to start showing people that he can be dominant. Now, he's beat Albie in the past. Didn't he beat Albie last tournament?
Oh, I've never got a memory for that, Steve. Don't ask me. I haven't a clue.
Yeah, he's capable of playing some great pool. He just needs to do it.
Well, watch that 9.
That was a nice play there, and now he's off and running. I think if he gets on the 2 ball, he'll be out. This is the key shot here, and he should be able to take the two rails between the 4 and the 8 and come down here and have an open shot on the 2 into the corner. That's what he's doing. And he missed the ball. Well, he played the right shot, but
he's got second prize.
He did everything right except make the ball.
well, I mean, it's an easy kick in behind the one. That isn't a problem.
Well, yes and no. I mean,
the problem is
getting safe.
Yeah, that's going to come out.
Yeah, and that's pretty much a sellout. I think he'll just hit this with a lot of inside and come across.
So again, probably just high into the table for the same pocket here.
Yeah.
That seems like a simple way to go about it. Well, I think he's overcooked that a bit. He has overcooked that. Touch like a sledgehammer, Semipro.
Yeah, that wasn't particularly good speed. He's okay though. I mean, this is natural to get on the 4 and leave a little angle to slide down for the 6. I mean, everything's still good. I think he needs to put a little right English on this, doesn't he? He didn't, and he could get kind of straight. Yeah, he's got some angles, so yeah, he's good.
Oh, well. Yeah, he's okay. I could have got really ugly real quick there, but he's fine. Now, the 7 ball is an issue. Regardless of what anybody thinks, that is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those balls where
he's trying to
get a bump. Run into it.
He's trying to get a bump.
Well, that's a nice shot.
And he's good on the 6. He can get this spun up the table.
Well, he tried to stun it, and he kind of lost the cue ball forward.
Now, this is going to finish on the short side of the 8 ball above it, I think, this cue ball.
It depends on how he hits it.
Well, I don't think he risks hitting it any sort of fancy way here. He's just got to make sure of the pot. And he's going to land on top of the 8. Yep.
Well, what he did was he put a little bit of left English on it, and that wasn't going to do it. He had to put a lot of left English on it. So, if he would have put no English on it, he would have gone to the short side, as you were suggesting.
Well, settle down for 20 minutes of this.
Here we go. This could be. Oh, he didn't try it. I thought he tried to put him on the 9 ball there.
Yeah, if you're going to
he had a good opportunity.
You let it run out. Yep.
I mean, this is a free shot. You bank this cross corner, and the cue ball comes across for the 9, and if you miss it, you got the 9 for cover. He looks like he's going to cut it in the corner, which is
going up the rail. Well,
yeah, that's a brave shot.
That was all your eggs into one basket with that shot.
Yeah, that's why I like the cross corner, because you had a two-way shot there. You could potentially get safe, and you can win from there. He went for the I'm going to win or lose on this shot. Yeah, I mean, you don't see pros shoot at a ball like that too much. I'm not saying they never do, but a lot of times when they do, it's because they don't have that two-way option.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the best decision, firing that cut with the 8 ball right on the rail like that. I mean, it wasn't frozen, but it was pretty close.
Well, a couple of balls gone, 5 and 6 have gone, so 1 and 2. Now,
4 is the issue.
Well, the obvious shot here is off the 3 to get the bump onto that 4.
Yeah, or you just play safe. I mean, that's the easiest safety in the world. If you get in the right spot there, you just stop shot and lock the guy.
But I think this is too easy to get good in the 3, though. Do you know what I mean? I mean, he's going to pot the 1 and 2, and he'll be well. He's went crazy to get it now, and it's worked out for him. Took a risk there.
And I liked your way better. I mean, it's not like the 2 was hung in a pocket or something.
I mean, the two was too easy to just roll the 2 in and get a good angle in the 3 to then bump the 4. But, I suppose you could look at it from the other point of view. He's given himself 2 chances to get there. If he didn't get it with that shot there, he could always have another go.
The bad thing about using the 3 to bump the 4 out is you really don't want to use the ball right before the one you're shooting, because it can get funny.
Yeah, you could kill it somewhere.
So, I mean, his decision to do that really wasn't like bad. I was a little surprised he went for it then, but it's all good. He's going to be up 3-0.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're 3-0 down. You just got to be patient. There's no alarm bells ringing. You know, you've taken one risk where it was all or nothing, do or die for that rack, and it didn't pay off. And you just stick to your game plan. Things have got to happen at some point. Whatever those things are, we don't know yet, but we know they're bound to happen. But there it is.
Oh.
Commentators scratching the brake. And so here's the opportunity Semi wants. Ball in hand and a table that he's expecting to get out on. And if he doesn't, it's a fail.
Yeah, I mean, this table's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's not quite connect the dots, but it's pretty close to it.
Now, he's not going to get crazy and just bump this 7 and 8 for the sake of it here. No, I don't think he will. No, not with the angle he's got.
Well, there's no reason to.
No, there's no reason. It's just a case of getting on the 7 from the 6, and that's not a problem.
Yeah, I like how he hit that. Put a little inside on it. Make sure the cue ball can't go a bad direction. I think he'll go forward and off the end rail here. He underhit that, but he's okay. He'll just roll this. Actually, this is good because he'll get a nice little angle on the 8 just rolling it.
Well,
yeah,
I
like
thought
that.
He might have been catching some of that here, but he got it clean. So now again, you know, this is exactly what Semi wants. I mean, getting off the mark's good enough, but he would like that nice little settler with a follow-up rack rather than the usual dry break.
It was an easy out, and I'm not saying from the point of view that the layout was easy, though it was. It was an easy out in how he played it, and that's what you want to do. You know, not having to spin the cue ball up, everything nice and simple, staying in line. That's the mark of a good player, and he's
got a ball,
not come out well. Yeah, he's hooked.
A shot, no. Well and truly hooked.
Yeah, and this is a difficult situation. Kicking behind the one's tough because of the scratch. I mean, if there's a ball in front of the pocket, you can kick the 1 and play a kick safety and use the 7. But
I mean,
he's going to kick to the short rail here, maybe.
The two. I mean, obviously, if he gets this full at the back of the well, he's now pushing. Now.
I would push and roll it up on the 5 and leave just the edge of the 1.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah, and the biggest problem with this push is the 1 and the cue ball are pretty close together. It's not a terrible push because this is not like just an automatic safe, but being this close together gives you a lot of options.
Yeah, but it's kind of awkward to get the cue ball out of there where the 6 and 3 sitting and where the 8 sitting.
I think it's actually pretty easy to run at the 6 and 3, but you're not guaranteed to get the hook. You bank the 1 across, you hit on the right side of the 1 and go forward. Now he's going to go the other way. And this is probably a little safer. It's not going to be as good a safety, but it's safer. And he did not get safe at all.
Well, I mean, the obvious shot here is just bumping the 1 behind the 2 and ducking up table. But you've got to get that right, though, haven't you? I
do it with a cue ball, and that shot was touchy too. Yeah. I mean, I like that better than the sending the cue ball up table, but you had to hit that pretty easy. That was really poor speed. I mean, you weren't going to get a hook with a cue ball was frozen up on the 2 with that shot. That was just dink it and, make him kick at it. So see if Albie decides to shoot here. I mean...
Well, in order to get that proper BBC effect, you need the proper commentary mics with the little shields on them.
He kind of played a 2-way shot. I didn't really like that shot because what if he makes the 1? What has he got? He's lucky the 1 didn't go in.
I'll tell you what he's got now. He's got Semipro and a whole pile of manure here. That's what he's got him.
Well, I'd probably roll the 8 ball up on the 2 here. is just roll the 8-ball right up on the 2 because it's going to be hard to get to it and break it out.
Exactly. I'd be just rolling a ball onto another ball and tying something up rather than doing something crazy.
If you kick at that 1, there's at least a 50% chance you're going to scratch. And he is. And I didn't like that play.
Well, he was trying acrobatics here with the cue ball.
Yeah. I mean, that was a situation. You don't usually hear me say roll a ball up on another too often, but that was a situation where I thought that was definitely the right play.
I would never even attempted to get to that. I would have just rolled the 8 to the 2 and said, right, well, there you go. There's a table. Do what you want with it. But as it is, just a kill shot in this 2 ball, and he's on the 3 into the side, and that's the problem out of the way.
So it's a couple of surprising things there. I was surprised at Albie playing a 2-way on that 1 ball, and I was surprised that Semipro kicked at it. And it's looking like it's going to be 4-1. I mean, this is going to be hard to screw up.
Hang on a minute.
Draw shot.
This ain't it.
Well, he's got a choice here. He can go either way. Looks like he's going side. That's probably the way I'd go too here.
And, well, I mean, never a doubt in it. Never a doubt.
Well, these guys both pocket ball so well. You can't expect them to miss a lot. They'll be one once in a while.
So again, you know, there's the deficit there, but plenty of time for that to change. So you've just got to stay calm and relax, and don't start getting inside your head. Well,
and that's a very good break.
Yeah.
I like how he's controlling the cue ball on the break. You know, he's doing a cut break, and the cue ball's going back and forth, and he's not losing it low. And so when he does make a ball, he's got a pretty good chance. Now, he's not making the 1 ball much, but that's kind of a good thing because the 1 ball is usually going to be above the side pocket.
Well, he's got a similar pot he had in the last rack there. Oops, wrong button.
I mean, if you can make a ball and not make the 1 ball every time, that's pretty good. And he did not quite get that one.
Well, there's the blessing that Semipro needed. A little gift. A little free go to run out.
I like the way he shoots these because he tends to not overcut them. See how that didn't overcut? That shot a lot of people have trouble with because they tend to overcut it. He gets on a nice thick line, which is really the right way to play.
So again, the golden rule off the 6 ball is have the angle to get nice and high into the table, so you're staring down the 8 ball. You don't want to leave any questionable cuts.
Yeah, well, he's okay. I mean, I think it's easier with a cut back the other way, but you know, he was in a good spot. And he'll just come straight back to where the 8 ball is.
Yeah, play it long into the other bottom corner pocket here. That's what you should be doing. Oh, that's no good. That's a poor shot. I mean, he's left himself what to do. I mean, he should always get this. I mean, quick look at the angle. You see the angle and you pot this. You've potted hundreds of these. No problem.
Yeah. So it's 4-2, Semipro breaking, and let's see what he can do. So he's breaking from the corner of the break box. This is more traditional.
Well, when he won his first rack, he never got the follow-up, so this is his second attempt at it.
And he's also doing a cut break.
And he's also coming up dry again, so that's 2 out of 2 for Semipro. And again, this time he's not left anything.
Well, he's left an edge, so he's going to be hooked here unless he gets lucky.
2 and 5 are inviting, aren't they?
Yeah, and he's got the 4 and 6. I mean, this is kind of prime hooking material.
Was Albie finding the gap? Is Albie finding the gap?
And he left an edge.
He's finding the gap.
So this is actually a little touchy here because you could try to run into the 6 and use the 4. It's touchy.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
he did not get the 6. He ran into the 4, and that's no good.
This is going to be difficult, I think, to get out of there. I mean, yeah, he's trying to help it.
He can go forward here. He can spin forward past the 3. Oh, he tried to hit it hard.
Oh well, the spin worked. The spin worked.
It worked. I would have hit that easier and just kind of let the spin kind of flick it over, but he's got it there.
Well, this is still not easy the way these are sitting. That ball's guarded, but
you're just gonna have to dig in and spare this one, come back and shoot the 3 in the side. You know, he's not doing that. What's he doing? I guess he's gonna shoot it in the corner.
Yep.
Well, that was simpler, but this is not really the side of the 3 ball you want to be on.
Well, again, you know, if he's going to get jacked up and dig in here, he's going to try and run in the direction towards the 8 ball.
He needs to shoot the 4 on the side. He's going to hit this hard and bring it big loop and draw. I love this shot.
That's getting like there. It's getting there.
He didn't put any English on it, and he could have got better with English. So now he's a little funny again, and the problem here is whether or not you hit the 6 is speed dependent. You got to hit this kind of firm to miss the 6. And I think he will do that. Maybe go 3 rails on the 5. You know, hit it hard and go 3 rails.
Yeah, he's missed the 6.
That's what he's doing,
Perfect.
And, you know, Albie's, he knows where the cue ball is going. He recognized that I got to hit this with some speed to miss the 6. And that's why he's good. He knows what the cue ball wants to do and knows how to adjust off it.
So this is a join the dots for a 5-2 lead. So Semipro, I mean, if he's sitting there counting himself, he's had two racks that he has, and then 2 where they've been dry on the follow-up. So he needs to get that out of his head for a start.
Yeah,
not let that play in his mind.
It's certainly looking like a match where you're going to have to break well to win. You know, that's kind of what we wanted to see.
Maybe it's time already to sort of just change it up, just change the breakup already, rather than sticking with it. You know, how long are you prepared to stick with it? You've already had 2 dry breaks.
Yeah. Albie's got a ball in. He's got a shot.
Yeah,
there's no trouble on this table, and I think he'll be out here.
Well, I would tend to say that the trouble is the 5 ball. First of all, the 5 balls, I think, blocked with the 9. Secondly, you've got to get from that 5 ball to the 6, and I don't think that's quite as cut and dried as it might look.
The fact that the 3's down here on this end of the table, if the 3 was on the other end and you're going up and down,
that's the one benefit he's got, that the 3 is handy.
Yeah, I mean, he should be able to get a nice angle on this 5 to come up, and the 6 goes past the 7.
Well, it's another little exercise for Albinario.
Yeah, he'll go to the end rail here and leave himself a little bit of angle on this 5 and then slide up.
Let's see what he's got.
He's gotten straighter than I would have wanted to be.
Now
he may be playing the 6 in the other corner.
He might be running to the short side, and even if he runs up and bumps the 7, he won't worry about that. Yeah, I think that's
well, he overhit this. He overhit it.
Well, as you said, the 6 does go.
Yeah.
And he's got plenty of ground to work with to have a shot in the 7.
He may play the carom even here. Now the carom's not on good. The problem with this shot is if you hit this little thin, it hits the 7 too much, it doesn't go in.
Yeah,
so
he's got to get to the rail first with this shot, the way I see it. He's got to get to the short rail first.
He definitely. Now he looked like he's playing safe for the carom. What's he doing? He's
playing the
carom.
Where's the 6 going? 6 is perfect. 6 is perfect.
Oh, look at this.
Oh dear.
Added bonus. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like the carom, but I guess he probably felt like
if you're going to get
missing the 6 was a possibility.
If you're going to get a roll, you might as well pot the extra ball and get good in the 8 ball to get up in the 9. You might as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if it didn't rub the 9, he was going to probably have a shot on it.
I mean, the psychological side of this is when you're playing Albinario and you see this sort of thing happening where he's getting it pretty much spot on most of the time, and even if he doesn't, he's finding a way to get it right. You realise the enormity of it, that when you do get an opportunity, you've got to deliver, and if you don't, you're just adding to your pain, and that's why it's so difficult to beat these guys.
It can add pressure, but I'll tell you, it works both ways. There's one type of pressure that can be more than when the guy plays good on you, and that is when you turn around and he's played good and you just brush it off and you play great against him.
Yeah, well,
that kind of shifts the pressure right back.
The opportunity. Let's just say the opportunity is that there for Slim, not Slim, for Semi. Where's this cue ball going? It's going to get a bump in the 3 and it's going to finish pretty nice, is it? Or has he got enough of it? Oh yes, he has. He's got enough of it.
Mooncake wants us to whisper.
What do you want us to whisper? Right, well, let me give you a bit of education to all of those people who maybe have watched the snooker from the Crucible Theatre, and if some of you are old enough to know who Ted Lowe was, they used to call him Whispering Ted Lowe. He was the first BBC snooker commentator. He started on Pot Black back in the very early 70s. That's when snooker came onto the TV over here. It was an idea to bring snooker to BBC Two in the UK because they were the first to have colour television for the BBC. And Ted Lowe was called Whispering Ted Lowe because when he started commentating on snooker events, there was no such thing as a commentary booth. He used to sit in the crowd and do it, and that's why he had to whisper. So there's a lesson you guys have learnt. That's why he was called Whispering Ted. You didn't have a commentary booth. You had to sit next to people while he was commentating. And meanwhile, not a lot of commentary needed here. Albinario just putting the racks away. But I thought he was going to overcut that there in the 9.
It was a little on the thin side.
So 7-2. Well, he's just got to look at the World Snooker Final. There's that young Welsh boy. The first session was 8 frames and he was 7-0 down before he won his first frame in the board at the end of the first session. So look on the bright side.
And we're seeing why the break's so important in these matches where both players play good. I mean, Semipro really hasn't done a whole lot wrong, and he's getting drilled because he broke dry twice, and Albinario's made a ball on most of his breaks.
Well, I'll say this for Albinario. He certainly worked out something in the break during this tournament because I think his break average is pretty damn good in the matches that I've seen him play in. His stats are very good.
Yeah, and it's why pros practice so much. I mean, I bought this thing called a break rack where you can just hit break after break after break till your arm falls off. And I did it because I was tired of losing because my break sucked. And I wouldn't say it's all that great, but it did get better. And these really good players should be spending more time practicing their break if they want to win this tournament, because that's going to be the most critical thing when you're playing other really good players.
Yeah, Ted Lowe did utter a phrase along those lines. That's probably paraphrasing what he said, but he did say something like that in commentary.
I bet you guys can't wait for the Snooker World Championship.
Well, I can't wait for it. That's it, just finished. I mean, I can't wait for it to next year again.
I'm talking about the VP4 Snooker
the
Championship.
VP4 one. Oh, well, that should have been running while the World Championships was on. I mean, don't say I didn't give you early warning.
Well, these guys wanted to do Cowboys, so that's what we're doing.
Well, the thing is that the tournaments
I'm a man of the people, Hugh.
They're running. Well, I'm not disagreeing with it, because going by the calendar and by the anniversaries, it should be Cowboy first before Snooker. And Semi-Pro again just has to be patient.
Yeah, Mooncake, it is already in there. It's called offline. Although until I do an offline update, I think the break's different right now on offline. But you can complain to me about that I haven't done an offline update.
8-2 to Albinario. And of course, Semi-Pro's not put a foot wrong, really. You know, he's done nothing wrong. He's just not had a break that's worked for him to get him in to do similar to Albinario. He hasn't got a break to do that.
Well, he may be getting a chance here, and
well, there you go.
You know, so now he needs to run this out, and then he needs to start breaking and running out, because that's the only way he's going to get back in this match. I don't think Albin's going to slow down. He's going to have to start breaking and running racks.
Yeah. He wants to get up above that 8 ball as well. I don't think even bumping the 8 balls would be handy. I think he wants to make sure he goes by it, because it might stop him seeing all of the 3. So he needs to be careful here.
Yeah, this is a little bit tricky here.
Yeah, that'll do it. I think it'll do.
Well, you can go forward here if you want. You're going to really have to juice this, though. And he does. That's a beautifully played shot.
I think he might be a bit straight, is he? Let's have a look. No, he's fine. He can create an angle, or he can just come straight back across and play it long.
Well, I don't know if you guys realize this, but
this isn't perfect.
In trick shot mode on offline, you can do control backspace to re-rack. So you can shoot break after break after break. Now there's a little caveat there in that, you know, the top speed for the cue is higher. So you have to kind of control the speed yourself. But other than that, you can hit as many breaks as you want. I mean, obviously you could do an undo to hit a break shot in practice mode, but the thing about undo is it puts the rack back exactly the way it was. So if you want to practice hitting the same rack over and over, undo is great. If you want to practice hitting a different rack every time, then you need control backspace in trick shot mode.
No, the physics aren't the same in offline mode.
I understand that it needs to be updated to be right. Yeah, I understand that caveat exists right now.
So Semi-Pro, I hope he's been watching Albinario's break. I mean, he's been sitting there, he's had plenty of time to study it. So let's hope he's looked at it and worked out what he's doing.
Well, I mean, he may stick with what he's been doing and maybe tweak it a little.
Meanwhile, Semi-Pro's got Albinario talking, which could be all part of the plan as well.
You jinxed me.
No, the Cowboys coming up in about, 10 days' time or whatever. And then it's Snooker after that.
So, Semi-Pro hit a good break, made a ball, and has nothing. So this is a critical push out.
Hang on a minute, guys. I've got something running in the background here. What the hell is this?
Oh, I bumped that 9 ball.
Hang on. Back in a sec.
Yeah, see, now Semi-Pro did something that most players wouldn't. He actually made the 2 ball good. Most players wouldn't do that on that push out. I think Alvin will shoot this. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Well, he might give it back.
You think he's going to shoot this? I wouldn't go near that with a barge pole. I'd be sticking him back in.
Well, you can play safe. You know, you can run the one ball back down to this end rail and put the cue ball where the 4 is.
Well,
See what he decides to do. He gave it back. So Semipro is going to shoot at this, and this is a hard combo.
Yeah.
Is he going to get lucky? Yeah, he got lucky. Well, you might need some of that to win this match.
Well, I mean, again, Albinario can pick that line. He can have a go at the kick at this one ball. You never know. The only problem is he's I mean, that 2 ball does cut, though. Having said that, I think the 2 ball, you can get the 2 ball to cut it.
I don't know what Semipro is saying in the chat. I don't know if he's already gone south mentally or what, but you know, you got to hang in there in these matches. If the other guy's playing good, you got to wait your chance. And that looked like it was bad, was it?
That was a legal hit. He hit the one. Oh, he's now knocked to 2 safe. Well, he had a backup plan there, Albinario. He's knocked to 2 safe.
Well, let's see. That 2-9 combo may go.
Yeah, I think it does.
It's no gimme as close as the 9 ball is to the rail, but I think it goes. Getting to it is a little tricky.
Now, he could get crazy here, cut the one into the side and juice this up. Problem is the 6 ball's in the way, but then try and get a bump here.
Well, you got to miss the 6 ball, but I think if you hit this with speed, it's pretty easy to miss the 6 ball. You just got to make sure you get into the 2. And he's doing a little spinner. This is a tough shot.
Yeah, he's trying to duck. Well, that'll do it.
Yeah,
now, the thing is, if Albinario can get past that 3 and blast that 1 ball and blast it onto the 9, he'll have a 2 ball combo into the corner. If he wants to get crazy.
And if pigs could fly.
You never know, Steve. There, I've called it. Give it a blast. Give it a belt.
I think that's maybe what he's doing here.
No, he isn't. He's oh, well. Now, what do you do here?
He's going to have to thin the 1 and then spin it. You want to thin the 1, hit about the first diamond end rail with a lot of spin, go around the 8 and come down here and try to get behind the 3. That's one idea. I mean, this is kind of ugly, to be honest with you. It's
if you cut it, obviously you can't get to the inside of the 1 ball. You can only play it from the outside, but the 6 ball sort of keeping it there. Well, that's not bad. Oh, he's left an edge though. He's left an edge.
Yeah, he's going to get saved here because the 1's going to go to the end rail. And now the key here is getting him with the 3 ball, and that's no guarantee. But if you do leave it, you're leaving, kind of end rail to end rail. You got to hit this 1 thin, a lot of left English on the cue ball and take it up table. And he's hitting it inside. See, I don't like this play as much. He's trying to hide it behind the 6. I don't like that play.
Well, I hope both of them are paying attention about that 2 and 9 up the table, because as soon as somebody plays the wrong shot and leaves a snip at that 1 to bang onto the 2-9.
He could have done it there. Well,
there's a shot. There we go.
Yeah, so that wasn't even safe. I didn't like the shot Albin shot. I thought he should have taken the cue up table.
Well, this has to go, doesn't it? It's not going to catch the knuckle and it's straight down clean.
I mean, as long as he caught the rail before the side pocket, that was probably going in.
Right, so the comeback is on.
Yep. Well, he needs to make a ball on the break here. I mean, he doesn't want to be in safety battle every rack.
Well, he's got a ball, got another ball.
Well, he's got a bunch of balls.
He's got the 2, right. This rack's over. He'll be happy now. He'll be happy now.
Maybe this is why he didn't change his break, because he knew he could get it to work.
Well, he's good to go here. 2, 3.
Four ball's a little touchy. You got to get good on the 4 because it only goes, the 8's partially blocking.
Well, it goes past the 9. I mean, but he's not going to get to it from where he is now.
Not from where he is now.
No. Now he's got a problem.
Yeah, this is.
So he's got to get up to at least the length of the donut here. He wants to be high up, and that's up to the length of the donut. So we'll give him that.
Yeah. No, this is okay. He's got 3/4 of a pocket. That pocket's bigger than it looks. It looks small because people are used to favoring the rail.
Yeah,
but,
he used all of it. I mean, he had plenty of room there at the end of it. Now, this is where he just has to be careful because, no, he's fine. He's dead straight. He can tweak this into the left side and roll to the rail. In fact, he hasn't. Well, maybe it'd have been better if he did.
You know, real life dead straight gives a lot of players problems, and I'm talking about good players.
Watch the cue ball. He's well aware of that. I mean, he's going to play this at a pace where the cue ball's not going far, and he's never missing that.
Yeah, well, he's just such a good shot maker. So 8-5, he needs the same thing. He needs a ball and a break and a shot. He keeps doing that, and he could put a lot of racks together. He's capable. He's got a ball. Cue ball got lost a little. Is he going to get a shot?
No, he's not.
Well, but he's still in control of the table. He's unhappy he doesn't have a shot, but you're not going to get a shot every time, especially with a cut break.
Well, I think the important thing is what's he going to do here? What's he going to leave?
Yeah, I would push this down to by the corner pocket here, because there's no easy play from there. He's gonna leave something tougher. He's gonna leave the edge of a ball, and I think he's gonna get this back because this is too hard.
Yeah, I don't think Albie's interested in that.
I would have pushed it down by the corner pocket and let him try to thin the one ball down table. And the reason why is there's not a lot of cover. You'd have to get it behind the 4-8, and what wouldn't be guaranteed. And well, that's he's sort of like in the situation I said to push out to.
Here's the commentator's eye line.
The problem with this is it's too easy to take the cue ball down table. See, if the cue ball was over towards the corner pocket more, where I was saying to push, then it's hard to take the cue ball down table. Here it's easy to take the cue ball down behind the 8 and 4.
Yep, that's more or less the line. To get there. If he doesn't get it nailed on the 8, he's going to be using the 2 and the 4. He's following the line. He's not got the legs, so he's not got the legs, and the one's exposed, I think.
He hit a lot of one ball. Yeah. I thought he'd hit that one ball pretty thin. That was and just spin it down there. That was a lot of one ball.
I mean, in the end, it's quite a poor effort because look at the area that 2, 4, and 8 cover, and that's. Oh, hang on a minute.
That's a beautiful shot there. What a shot! Yeah, I mean that's coming with it there when you can play that shot. That was really coming with it. Yeah.
Big mistake from Albie because that was a huge target to get that cue ball into. He was nowhere near it.
He played the shot the wrong way. He didn't want to take anywhere near that much one ball.
Too thick. Yeah, too thick. That took the pace off the cue ball, hitting a chunk of that ball. You needed it thinner than that.
But you saw 2 mistakes there. Semipro played the wrong push out, and then got himself in a situation where he had to give up a pretty easy safety to Albin, and then Albin messed the safety up.
So now that Semipro has sort of found a working break, let's see if he's going to get that follow-up again. Get right onto Albinario's coattails.
Well, the problem with making a mistake against good players is now you've lost this game, which is really a 2-game swing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then the guy might run 3 or 4 more racks on you, and next thing you know, that mistake has cost you 4 or 5 games, and it's a real possibility. Semipro seems to have his break working better.
Well, that's just jinxed him for this one then, Steve. There's that line with the 3 balls, but the 5's gone into the side, and he's going to have a shot in the 1 this time. So the only important thing now, well, that's also caused a problem because the 4 ball
the fours goes.
Four's good. Is it? Is it on the point?
Yeah, it's okay.
Right, let's look at the 6.
This
Six
is back
loose.
and forth. Now, the decision here is whether you're going to come below the side pocket, because if you're above the side pocket, it makes it a lot trickier.
Well, he's got to have an angle, I think, to do something with that 9 and 6, simply because the 8 ball's in the way.
He's straight enough he can suck this back. He can hit this with draw and left English and suck this back and get on the 3. He didn't play the other side, but he got straight enough. I think he's fine. He's just going to get into this, and you just got to control this shot. Now, and that's very well done.
Do you think he's going to leave the cue ball sort of thin on the edge of the 4 to come out and bump that 6 and 9? You think he's going to cut that thin?
I mean, the 6-9 combo goes, so he could play for the 6-9 combo if he wants.
The angle he's got, he's going to have to hold the cue ball. See, I think he played for a bump there and missed it.
Maybe, but he's got to decide what to do here. He can go down to the end rail and back and shoot the 6-9 combo. You just hit this ball with top and right.
Oh yeah, that's never missing into the side.
He needs to put a little right English on this, I think, and he didn't. See, he was maybe trying to bump the 6 there. I thought he should have just come down the same side and shot the 6-9 combo. It looks like it's dead into the side pocket.
Well, in fact, why is he not kicking it from the long rail opposite and playing the combo?
Yeah, I mean, that's less guaranteed. But he could have shot that 4 with top and right hand English and come down and got good on the 6-9. I don't think he saw it.
The 6 goes into the side, but you could. I mean, he's playing the cut on the side, but you could just go across and bump this and play the combo. And he's got it. Fair play to him.
Nice shot there. Very nice shot.
I mean, that was not easy.
No, that was no gimme there.
Now, of course, the obvious problem here is don't leave it short on the 8 ball on the left-hand side, or you're hooked by the 9.
Yeah, he's going to play the middle of the table, which is a smart thing to do. Take the harder shot, play middle of the table.
No, he's trying to get
Oh, he's not. He's coming down. And that's a risky shot because of this. It's, it's easy to overroll it. He's still okay, but I would have probably played for the center of the table and tried to take that roll too far out. I mean, that was a tough shot to get the speed right. He's fine. I mean, it helps when you're a really good shot maker because you can play to these kind of positions and not worry about it. And it's the same in real life too. The guys that are really great shot makers, you take like a guy like a Jason Shaw. I mean, it doesn't really matter where he puts the ball. He's going to make the shot.
Well, here we go. Trail number 1. And 7 ball on the side.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Well, he's going to be hooked, so push out. Now, again, with this push out, you've got to be really careful because
this is
going to be a lot of trouble.
Is a difficult push out. Yeah. I'd probably push where I'm behind the 4 and push to a kick because I don't think there's too many spots. I'd push to a kick here because it's too easy to play safe where that ball is.
Exactly. That's the problem with it.
I'd push it down here by the corner pocket and put the 4 in between the 1 and the cue and then take the kick because you can kick safe in there.
Yeah. Well,
now he's going to leave an edge, and I think he's left too much. We'll see.
Well, it might not be too bad. I think Albinario is trying to get to that left side of the 1 and trying to miss. Oh, well, maybe his idea was actually pretty good. He's nailed it, actually stuck it to the 2.
See, the problem was he left the left side of the 1. If he would have left middle to the right, it would have been okay. But as soon as you leave the left side, you get this. And that's not a bad play. He was trying to play safe there. He didn't get it, and now he's going to be locked up on the 3.
Welcome to Fast Eddie.
Now, the play here is to play for the combo. Just kind of, speed-wise, it might be hard to. Well, that wasn't very good. He should have had that thing right against the 3.
Yeah.
That was pretty easy to move the cue ball sideways.
Yeah, see the difference to that shot there? That 2 more inches against that 3 ball, nailed to the 3, that creates a much more difficult shot. Well, there you go. That's why I had to nail it to the 3.
I'll see what he does here. I mean, he's got a lot of safety options. It's a little tricky thinning this, but I think that's what he's going to do.
Oh, that's no good. That's well, unless he gets cover, it's no good. It's going to find the gap, is it?
No.
Yep. That's really bad.
He got a lot of that 2-ball. He needed to be quite a bit thinner on that.
Well, Semi will be twiddling his cue stick there with that shot.
Hey, Fast Eddie's here. Yeah, that's going to hurt because
just when he was threatening to marry it off at 8-all, it's gone south by the look of it.
Yeah, he just needed to be thin on that. You got to be aware that that ball's going to pop out if you get too much of it.
Now, again, for the latecomers, this is the round 5 match. The winner of this match is going to play the winner of the Cobra Spectre Dawn match, so it doesn't get any better than this in the tournament. And Cobra and Spectre Dawn are playing in a day or two's time. What day is this? Tuesday? Is it Sunday they play?
I believe it's Sunday.
7 p.m. British summertime, so that's well. Oh dear, there's a big mistake from Albie. Albie's blinked.
Yep.
He is blinked big time.
Albie just coughed up a fur ball there.
He certainly has done. And Semipro, well, here's a 2-rack swing. Yeah, 2-rack swing with that one shot. Semipro looking at 9-7. Suddenly it's 8 apiece.
And it's not like those are hard shots, but this is what happens when you're making hundreds of balls in a match. It's easy to lose your focus and miss. Yeah. What do you call it? A sitter?
Yeah, just when your mind drifts for a second, you're not giving it the attention you should do, taking it for granted, and it jumps up and bites you. So, Albinario does tend to start drifting a bit late in matches, but I mean, it's a bit early for him to be doing that.
Well, we got a tie match and Semipro breaking, and he could take the lead here for the first time. And he's been breaking pretty good.
Yeah, 7-ball in the side again. I think that 7 balls went in that right side pocket at 80% of the time in Semipro's breaks.
Yeah, he's got his break working good.
Whatever he's doing, he needs to stick with it.
Can he play safe here?
Can he actually see it? No,
he'd have to twist it. If you can twist this a little bit, you can play a 3-railer. You just take the 1 free rail, stop the cue ball there, and take the 1. Actually, take it 4 rails and put it on the short rail behind the 9-ball and use the 2-8.
I would actually just be jacking up very slightly in a little bit of spin and punching that one.
Yeah. It's a little tricky, though, because it's a little tricky hitting it solid enough to get the cue ball to sit when you're doing that.
He chose the push out.
Yeah, and I don't like the direction he's going.
Is he going to leave the bank for Albinario as bait here? Maybe not.
This push out I don't like at all. He's going to be sorry he did this.
Now, so if Albinario banks that 1 ball across table and uses a 2 and 8 and sticks the cue ball there.
Well, he just has to shoot like a 2-rail bank and come out. And put the cue ball right on the 6. He's going to go the other way here.
No. I don't know that was the best plan, but he might get cover. And then again, he might not.
I didn't like that shot, and it didn't work out well for him.
Well, this is a shot to nothing here because this 1 ball pots, and the 2 balls head into the long grass.
He could have banked the 1 ball. He had a shot to bank the 1 ball on the side and play shape on the 2. He could have done that too.
Well, he's played it dead weight to leave this little 2-8 combo. Now obviously the 2 ball is head that way towards the 6 here because he's got to play a big cut.
I'll tell you what's bad about that push out for Semipro is, Semipro moves okay, but he could move better. That was a mistake on the push out, but he doesn't realize it now because it worked out for him.
Mm-hmm.
Against a more savvy player, they would have got him in trouble or fired the 1 ball in and ran out. I'm not saying Albin's not savvy, but I mean, he's made a couple not so great choices on his safeties.
Well,
And there's a
Semipro,
miss.
you know, fair play to him there. When he played that 2-8 cut into the side, he knew that the 2 ball was heading towards the 6, so he hit it. He hit it hard to at least bring the 2 ball somewhere into play, but it finished awkward, and he left a really awkward cut.
Now, this is one of these racks where both players are making mistakes, and it's a key moment. It's 8 apiece.
Well, I suppose the other sort of significance is that Albinario's protecting his lead here, albeit he's been given that opportunity, but he's not letting Semi get in front.
Well, there's no lead left to protect. It's gone.
Well, he's got it back. He's going to get it back. So he's technically still got his lead once he gets these 3 balls. It's a little psychological advantage to Albinario, because he was like 4 balls away from going 1 behind, and
this is not really where you want to put the cue
he's
ball.
He's going to have to work this a bit.
Yeah, this is. I don't like the shot.
Well, he's played it well. Big stun.
Yeah.
Got the momentum. And
I mean, that's the kind of shot where you can go right in the side pocket. You know, it's just too hard to control. You're hitting it trying to make as much angle as you can to get it to the side rail, but anything could happen. Well done by Albin. That was a nice shot to get on the 9.
Right, so we are halfway home after the first hour. Just under the first hour of the match. And Albinario is starting from where he left off. Balls are flying in. Not sure that he's got a shot in the 1. Yes, he does. It will go.
It's
tight.
He's got maybe 2/3 of a pocket.
It's tight.
I don't think he'll shoot this. I think this is safety time.
Now, do you think he's just banking this straight up the middle past the 3 and ducking behind the 2
exactly.
and 4? Yeah.
You got to spin the cue ball up. You can't hit this too hard. You can't get the 1 all the way down, because you got to put a lot of English on the cue ball to get it to spin behind the 2-4. He looks like he's shooting.
Soon find out. Yeah, he's playing it pocket way. Well, he's just caught the 4, but again, he's got the second prize.
Yeah.
But the kick in is on.
You know, I think he played that as a 2-way shot. He knew that he had this. Problem is this is about as easy a kick as you're going to get. Ideally, you want to hit the rail first so it comes out a little for the 2. But even if you don't, you'll have a cut on it.
Now, if he gets this, the rail first, and hits the 1 and pots at the cue ball, that's terrible. That is awful. I would have actually made a better shot of that. I mean, goodness me.
That's another reason why you should play for the end rail first, because if you do come up a little short, which is a tendency on that. Of course, that was a lot short.
Oh, hang on a minute. This cue ball's spinning behind the 7.
Yeah.
Semipro lives again.
Well, we got a lot of interesting things going on in this rack. If this was me, I'd probably try to kick the 2 in. He looks like he's trying to kick safe here. I would kick off the long rail behind the 4 and try to kick it in.
Yeah.
You got to put a little English on it to get it solid enough.
To help it,
yeah, you've got to put some spin on it. I don't think you can kick it and get enough ball if you just go straight. Yeah, here comes the spin. He's kind of raised his butt. I don't know why he did that. See, I didn't like when he raised the butt of the cue up there, because that makes it curve too. He didn't need the curve.
That was a nice little safety. Did he get the bump? I think he must have got the bump off the side pocket there.
This is a 2 rail into the 2. If you miss it, the 2 ball's coming back along the side rail if you're close.
Well, that 4 ball's in the line of fire.
No, not for 2 rail. He's fine.
Oh, he's got it. Well, that was well done. I didn't think he could get past that.
Yeah, he went straight to it. He didn't do the 2-railer, but it's all good. It's in.
Well, now he's got to dig out a shot here. If he gets this, he's good to go here.
Now, can you believe he can make it at that angle, and he shot the one he had on the 1 ball so poorly? I mean, that was way harder than the 1 ball was.
Yeah, this is good.
That's a nice play there. A little bit of inside English to help it move around the rails there.
Now is he going? Is he just dropping in dead weight? I mean, this 7 goes into the side.
I think he'll come back and shoot the 7 in the corner, but he might dead weight it. I mean, in real life, he'd always come back.
Safest route.
So that little shot he hit where he went around the rails like that, that's a good shot for players to learn. And he did it in a way where he didn't put a lot of English on. He just put enough to help it.
Well, he left himself in that little funny spot.
Oh, this is no problem for Semipro.
This is a quick look and then shoot it, and don't dwell over it. If you start dwelling over it, I always worry about players doing that.
If he's gonna miss a ball like that, that's a barky, because there's no way he should ever miss that. Now you and me, on the other hand, maybe, but not him.
That. Well, 9 apiece. Anybody care to reassert their or what's the word? What's the word for changing your mind and coming up with another option? There's a word for it. My vocabulary doesn't stretch that far.
That's not going to do it. He lost the cue ball low.
Cue ball's gone.
He got a little bit of a bad kick because the cue ball was kind of middle of the table and hit the bottom side of the 3. That was a little bit of bad luck there. It wasn't a bad a break as it looked. Well, he kind of got a bad roll.
The interesting thing for me is though that it's deja vu here. This is Albinario defending his lead again. I mean, Semipro's not getting in the lead, and that's a psychological thing. I'm telling you. He's got there twice and he hasn't been able to get that next rack to get in front.
I don't know how you can say that. That was just a bad roll right there. I mean,
well, bad rolls, bad luck. Doesn't matter what it is.
The thing is if he keeps getting chances, eventually he's going to come through. And Albin's got to run this out and break and run out. He's going to have to take it. Semipro's playing well. This is not going to be an easy match for Albin to win.
Got to get up to the donut at least. And
that's no problem. Now some players' mentality against Albin might be, well, if I just hang around as close at the end, I might be able to win. But with a guy like Semipro, he should be thinking, when I get a chance, I'm going to put a 6-pack on him and take a 5 or 6 game lead. I mean, he should be thinking, I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna wait till the end when it's close and take a chance of getting a bad roll and losing.
Now needs that.
That's perfect.
Perfect angle just to drop the 8 in. Cue ball's going in the right direction. And Albinario back into the lead.
2 contrasting players. Albinario likes to roll the ball more. He has great ball speed. And Semipro plays off stun more. Plays a little bit more like you'd see a snooker player play. And it's a couple different styles, but they're both effective.
5 balls going. He's got a shot in the 1.
He's got a shot on the 1. He's going to have to do something. So this goes around the 4. All he's got to really do is hit this with top and a little bit of left English and go 2 rails. He's got to get enough left English on it to get by the 3 ball.
Oh, it's perfect.
And he has beautifully played there.
Perfect
wonderful speed. Yep. That's the way you do it, folks. And that's a huge shot because now the rest of the table isn't too terribly difficult.
I say perfect. The thing is that the cue ball wants to run into the 9 ball here.
No, he's going to hit this easy and shoot the 3 on the side.
Nice and soft. Yeah. Nice and soft.
The reason why I said perfect is because all he had to do was roll that. He didn't have to do anything with the cue ball. You get those tight situations where you have to spin the cue ball and do something, and it opens the opportunity for mess up. That might be in the volatile though, Steve. Well, I mean, That's more of a mental thing than his game, but yeah, I mean, I agree.
He hasn't blown up yet. How many more of these racks are going to go in though? Because it's now going to be a 2-rack lead in a minute.
Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't consider volatile being a play style, but it certainly kind of can describe his mentality.
It's a temperament style.
Yeah, and what's anybody want to venture what Stubbs' temperament style is? Well, as long as we're doing this, we might as well pick on Stubb.
Oh, he's in his own little world. So Albinario opens up the gap, and he's opening it at the second half of the match now. So now things just ramp up that little edge more. This might be dry. This might be dry. Oh, two ball. Oh
boy. Well. Now this is a rough here because you almost have to push to a kick here. I mean, this is just
you're
not
asking
so wonderful.
For trouble, aren't you? You're asking to be locked up here in a minute or two.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably push to a kick. Let's see. He's looking at the end rail, which I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's not good. You could make the 9 and let the cue ball roll forward and leave an edge on the 1. That's not wonderful either, but this is an interesting play. So,
well, I'm pushing that 1 onto the short rail, banking it back up the table, and just letting the cue ball die behind the 8 and 4. I don't see that being difficult.
It's a little tight there. You have to hit this with left English, make sure the cue ball holds. You could bunt it and not hit it that hard. That's a little safer, but that could be screwed up, Hugh. I mean, I agree that's a shot, but it's not.
I mean, even if the cue ball runs to the right a little further, you've still got the 3-4 to use as well. So I think it's a good bet.
Well, you got to hit this a little easy to guarantee it. If you're going to hit a little firmer, you got to put left English on it.
I mean,
the problem is the 8 ball. It's going to want to hit the 8 ball. I mean, that's a touchy little shot to get it past the 8 ball.
Well, let's see what he decides. It looks as if he's going left side of the 1. I don't know what he's planning there.
He may shoot at the 1. The problem with shooting it is a scratch.
Well, he's overcut it.
Yeah, I think he was playing to the thin side to avoid the scratch, and he's left it.
What's the? I mean, is he going to play this? Yeah, he can cut the 1. He's going to.
Yeah, he's going to hit the 9 and go behind the 7 and come out for the 2. I mean, this is pretty routine, really.
No, I'm surprised.
He decides to play safe.
Well, there's a surprise. I mean, I'm sure the 1 ball went. I'm pretty certain the 1 ball cut. Maybe he was worried about getting out there.
I don't think he would have any trouble getting out, but there's nothing wrong with doing this and maybe trying to frustrate Albin a little. I mean, it's a pretty good safety play. That's not an easy kick. I mean, because the 9 ball's in the way on one side and the 7's on the other.
Now, was that a typo there, Larry? Maniac style, or do you mean manic? I don't know what. I'm not quite sure whether you mean maniac style or manic. Maybe that was what you meant to type. You need to clarify that.
Well, Henry, if you mean he's more...
there you go.
If you mean he's more consistent, yeah, I agree with you there.
Well, here we go. So Semipro's got the prize that he wanted. He wanted ball in hand.
Yeah, the problem is the 3 ball now. It's not, it's not sitting that good. I mean, it goes up table if you can get back, but it's
a big ask to try and pull a 3 foul out on Albie, isn't it?
He's looking at trying to make
right now, isn't he?
He's looking at trying to do that. He may just play safe here.
You think he's nailing it to the 3 and 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
what you got to think about as a player there is, bumping those hard enough to separate them a little more.
I mean, this is a big target. This 1 ball. If he goes 4 rails, he's got a fair chance of hitting this. Even if he was meaning to go 3 rails, if you know what I mean.
This 1 ball. this one ball's big. This is not a hard to hit it. To control it's another story, but it's not hard to hit this ball where it's sitting because it's a huge ball.
Oh, it's a huge pocket as well.
It's a huge pocket as well, yeah. So let's see what he does here because...
well, I mean, it's not quite as simple to get a 3-foul now because the one ball's so far away from the balls you want to hide behind, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you were going to play the 3-foul, what you would do is probably send the 1 towards the 7 and take the cue ball and try to run it up on top of the 9.
Well, Larry, you might as well be speaking Welsh because I have no clue what you're talking about because I don't know anything about poker.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, he looks like he might be trying to
is he trying to draw into these to move things?
He may, if he's doing it, he's taking a chance.
Yeah,
if he's going from the 2 to 3, he's taking a chance.
Yeah, this is
see now he's taking a chance here at running into the 3. Now, if you can control this, I don't think this is that easy to control.
You don't think he's trying to drop below the 3 to play it up past the 5 into the top corner pocket?
What I would do here is maybe play safe and go for the 3-foul. Remember, just because he shot balls,
he's still on 2,
right?
Yeah, he's still on 2, but he's worried.
He didn't get good. If he could have got where he could freeze him on the 4, then
Well, problems
here. I think he was playing for the shot.
2 problems. He's nailed to the rail. Now he knows the cue ball's running to a higher angle than the 4, but he's given himself a shot at it.
Yeah.
This is the one that's going to make or break it because the 5 is in the same pocket, no problem.
Yeah, this is a situation he should be out.
As long as it gets the legs, it needs to get there. Though he hasn't hit it. I mean, you've got to overhit that if anything. Another 1.5 up the table.
Going long was okay. Coming up short wasn't particularly good. And now the problem is, even if he makes the 5, getting on the 6 is a little tricky.
Now this is. Let's have a look at that from this angle. Yeah,
it's not a gimme.
This is heading towards the 9, is it not? Is he going to maybe spin it a bit? This is a thin cut. No, yeah, it is heading towards the 9. Commentator's eye, but the bump in the 6 is okay. He's good. He's good. The thin cut will do. Now he doesn't want to land on top of the 7, and he's going to bedhead territory. So this, to really stay in touch here, this is going to be a vital 7 ball. He's 11-9 behind. He wants to keep in touch. Now I heard a ping there, so somebody sent Steve a PM and Semi's hung the 7, and it was never easy.
Yeah, that's not a ball you should hang, but it's like that. You shoot enough balls, eventually you're going to miss one.
Yeah, he's going to have to go up and down here with this.
Well, that's a shame because that was his chance to, come back and get it tied again and stuff. And now the opposite thing is happening where Alvin's probably making this and running out.
Well,
let's see what he's looking at. I mean, this
isn't easy at all. I mean, he's got to pick that like he's hampered.
You know what? This is one of those shots where you can use like one of the little mirror tricks at the end of the table, put another table out there and like visualize it. There's a lot of ways to make this.
Oh,
that hurts.
That's a
3-foul.
That's a 3-foul.
A lot of people that forget that is that because they think, oh, well, I've shot a bunch of shots. Mm-hmm. But the guy is still on 2 fouls. He was on 2 fouls forever that game.
And Semi's got 2. Look at this. Well, he's got a 3-ball combo about to come up here in a minute. I don't believe he's going to try. Is he going to try and come over to the left side to get to the 2, or is he going to take his medicine?
No. Yeah. And the bad thing about this is he needs to get into the 8-ball. If he hits the 8-ball on the left side of it, it could just they could just wedge in the pocket.
It's gone.
He did get the 8-ball. Good.
Well, he's a good cut up the table.
Yeah. So this is where you got to decide: am I shooting this, or am I playing safe, or am I playing the 2-way shot?
Look at those 3 balls, Steve. They're good cover in the middle of the table, aren't they? You've got to think your odds are good to get in line there, aren't they?
You
Yeah.
He's
He's
shooting
going
in
all
the
out.
side.
He's going all out, and he's good in the
And
5,
he's
and
got it.
everything's good in Semi-Pro's world at the moment because he's going to be all square. Commentators curse.
I like guys. I like guys playing confident like that. I mean, that's showing confidence, shooting that in the side and getting perfect on the 5 ball.
Well, now would be a good time to get yourself into the lead Semi-Pro. There's a hint.
Well, he's going to get himself tied. Let's go and get this rack and get him tied first.
I'm looking on the bright side, Steve. I'm looking ahead. There's a brighter future for Semi-Pro.
Well, this is his 3rd chance, correct?
It certainly is. He hasn't got there yet.
Let's see if he can get a ball on the break and then
here we go.
Get out. Did I tell you that Henry guy is full of BS?
Well, talking about BS.
Sorry, I couldn't help that.
If that was stub breaking there, that would be BS because Semi-Pro's he's come up and try again. You've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. The poor guy can't get a break to get in the lead, and that's the 3rd time.
Well, at least it wasn't a sellout break, so he may get a chance here. Is he going to get an edge? Yep. Okay, and he does? Yeah, he can bank this. So I would be banking this, and the reason why is I don't think the safety's that easy. Now the problem with banking it is you're not going to get on the 2 that easy. You're probably going to have to play safe on the 2.
Yeah, he's running away from the 2.
Well, you can draw it down to the end rail and come back up and shoot the 2 in the open corner. So you can draw this ball, bank it. I mean, it's a little bit of a tricky shot. The double kiss is close. You're probably going to have to put
he's ducking.
Some English on it. He's trying to duck. And he's going to get a wonderful little roll there.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a wonderful roll.
Well, I think if Semi-Pro wants to, he can. Well, this is as touchy to try and get around the 6 and miss the 5. But
this is he can jump it. He's going to jump it maybe.
He's going
he can jump this. Now, the good thing about this shot is if he overcuts it, there's a real good chance he gets safe because the cue ball is coming back down table and the 1 ball is going to the end rail. So, and the tendency on a jump shot's to overcut it.
Now, has he been practicing the jump technique? Well, he's got that. He's got the overcut. And this is a pot. The 1 ball is on.
He left it a little thinner, and I think he would have gotten away with it. But that's...
Well,
I think it was the right shot.
Yeah, I mean, another roll either way, and he was in good shape.
The problem here is if you got to play 4 rail shape here, and you got to miss the 6 ball or hit it and come out good. You're probably going to hit it, and he's just going to play safe, which there's nothing wrong with that, given you got safe, and he did.
Well, again, huge target to hit the 1. That isn't the problem.
Yeah, this angle it's not quite as big. You know, where it was before where we're sitting in the corner, you had a lot of rails you'd come over.
He's not going to try and hit this direct. He's got to go the 2 rails to bunt it at the back here.
Oh, you're right. I mean, he's not going to miss that.
Now, how's the 1 ball going? And of course it's not quite dead set.
It's close enough. It's close enough. He can just, as long as you hit this firm, it'll go in. Firm, it's not going to throw much. If you hit it easy, it could throw.
Yeah, there's a little gap there, so.
Might make the 1 too.
Well, there you go. Oh, the 1 has gone. Well, there's a safety net there, but no shot in the 2. So is he going to nail this to the 8, or is he going to bank the 2?
Oh no, he's going to shoot the 2 in the side. He's going to cut the 2 in the side and just come across. Yeah.
So in that case, then he's good to go if he gets this in.
He should be. I mean, you know, he hasn't been able to take the lead, as you've said numerous times. He has not gotten there.
Well, this is it's all in his own hands now. It's a case of controlling the cue ball. Everything's there. Everyone's got a pocket.
All right, so this is looking pretty routine here.
Well, Semipro has been staying with Albinario for all of the match, within 1 or 2 racks. He's had 2 goes at getting in front. Is this going to be third time lucky? Then there's a psychological advantage for Semipro, especially if he can back it up in this next rack, which hasn't. That's the thing that's been letting him down, getting the follow up to it. He's definitely going to be in front.
Well, we haven't even commentator cursed him.
We can't jinx him now.
Yeah, so
the only thing left to jinx him.
Lead.
Well, we can only jinx him now in the break.
Well, you know, I mean, his break has been pretty good this match, so odds are he's making one and maybe getting a shot.
Got a ball. Has he get the one in the open? Yes, he has.
I think he does.
Now, he's got a bump. He's going to bump the 8 ball, is he? Is this dead straight?
Yeah.
What's the angle like?
He's going to draw this back. 8's going to bump the 2, and he didn't draw it back enough. You need to draw that back pretty hard.
Right.
So I see safety in the future.
Is this loads of right English? Get it tight around the corner and tuck that 2 in behind the 8, 7, 8, 6, and 4.
Yeah, you really want to hit the 8. The other thing you can do is try to run the other way. He's going for the 9. I think that was a smart play, but did he get there?
That is nowhere near it.
Yeah, he didn't get there. That wasn't a bad decision. I like that. He just didn't get there. And, you know, the thing is, all he had to do is hit a little harder.
The worst thing about it is that he didn't get there. He's given Albie the shot, and this is fairly easy to get a shot in the 4 round the corner and into the table.
Well, what's more is he could have played the 2-way shot and tried to bank the 2 and put it on the 9, although you do risk hooking yourself on the 9 for the 4 if you hit it wrong. All right, it's bathroom break time.
High enough up the table, left-hand side for the 5. When he's done that, he might have actually overcooked it slightly, or he might be going. That's fine. That's perfect, in fact. So Semipro's lead lasted all of a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Well, we're now on the run home. We're in the final 3 or 4 furlongs here to the finish line. 12 apiece. And Albie gets a ball again, is good in the 1, and everything's available, and he's going to be back in the lead. No doubt about that.
That's what it looks, doesn't it? It looks like he's going to be out here, and this is looking a lot like a hill match.
Well, at least Semipro, regardless of whatever happens in the match, you could at least say he got in front.
Yeah, well, that's not much consolation.
for a short period of time.
You know, as a player, when you start playing really great players, you know, initially you're just happy to be in a match, but you get over that pretty quick, you know, where you actually want to start winning those matches.
Now, is he just going to cut to the chase here? And, I mean, does he want to really try and get good in this 4, or just come out and play the 4 and and get to the rail and play the 5-9 combo. I mean, that all seems simple to me.
Well, I mean, good on the fours.
Now, see, that there to me was crazy.
Yeah, I thought so too. All he needed to do was just get past the 9, hit it easy, and any place over here was good on the 4 where he could get on the 5-9 combo.
Now he's killed the 5-9 combo. I mean, you can still play it, but you
can play 5 rail position here, but it's very tricky to do. You've got to. You can play the 5 ball up by the 7. It's possible to do it, but it's a difficult shot. Especially because he's got a little bit kind of too much angle. See, he's got to hit it harder.
Yeah, he hasn't. Well, he's given himself a shot at it. It's a big pocket. Yeah. There's no way he's missing this. The only way he's going to miss this if he hits the knuckle.
He was able to get that tight around the corner. Yeah. All he had to really do was hit it hard. If he would have hit it harder, it would have gone right between. Now, I know the line you saw wasn't going right between, but if you hit it harder, it would have opened up more.
And the only thing he has to concern himself about when making the pot here is where this cue ball's running to, because he has to still obviously get the shot in the 6.
It's a big pocket, so I wouldn't expect he's going to miss it.
And he's played that perfect. That is absolutely spot on as far as that goes. But
he played for the combo.
He didn't quite get the line, or to be fair to him, he might not get enough to get across the other side. Maybe he was trying to play the 6 in the other pocket.
Well, he would have had to hit it considerably harder, and he dogs the combo. I was a little surprised he didn't play for the 6 on the other side. Yeah. I mean, coming up that short, other than a kind of a mouse glitch, you would think there was plenty of room there to go all the way to the other side rail.
Well, Semi's now been in the lead twice. Here we go. But this could be the big one. This is where he's going to put 2 and 3 racks together here to get that lead stretched and ramp up the pressure.
Well, I think Alvin made a mistake on that 5 by not hitting it harder and playing to the other side.
Well, the mistake to me was not just taking his medicine, getting out there to play the 4, and then cutting the 4 in and dropping behind the 5-9 combo.
Well, I mean, he really made a mistake going from the 4 to the 5. He didn't hit it hard enough. He could have got straight in on that 5 ball.
Well, Semi-Pro's good. Got a ball. 6 balls gone. Now, this is tricky because the 2 and 3 look like a reasonable combo.
Watch out.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Okay, he's okay, I think.
He might actually be good here. This goes. Where the cue ball's going to end up, I haven't a clue. But
yeah, he can shoot this, and he's just stun it over. He's fine.
That's a nice little shot. That's very nice.
Well, he hits those shots really well.
Now,
he's playing on a thick line. Guys that play stun like to play a nice thick line. He's going to cut it and shoot the 4 in the corner up table.
Yeah.
Same place he shot the 2. He's got to put enough inside on this to hold it, though.
Yeah, that's at least to come out. He might be playing it in the side. Does it go past the 5? No, it doesn't.
Oh, he came up a little short on that. But, that's the hard part is the speed. The hard part's always the speed. He had it on a good line. He just didn't get the right speed.
Well, was Cobra here tonight? But is Cobra
I have not seen Cobra.
I'm surprised Cobra's not in because I was expecting Cobra to be here tonight and been Albinario's biggest fan. Semi-Pro's biggest fan. To take Albinario down.
Speaking of Albinario's biggest fan, where's Bedhead?
Where's
He's
Bedhead?
Not here either.
Yeah, Bedhead's not here either.
I think it's because it was a last-second match. Guys got to spend some times with their wife and kids. I mean, you can only do VP about 50 hours a week. You got to spend a few with the wife and kids.
Oh dear.
Well, Semi-Pro's going to take a 2-game lead, which is, at this point this point's starting to matter because they're starting to get close to the goal, and he's got the break. I mean, it would be huge for Semi-Pro if he can break and run out. It would be huge for Albin if he breaks dry and Albin has easy table. The cue ball got kicked, boy.
2 balls gone. This 1 ball is going to be on the cut.
Yeah, he's good. He just got to figure out how to get on the 3-ball.
Now, here's a crazy suggestion, Steve. Drop below the 3 and play the 3 onto the 9 into the big pocket by the 5. That's got to work.
I think that's what he's doing.
Although he's not particularly good in the 3.
Yeah, well, it's no gimme, but it's definitely doable. So if you were gonna, yeah, I mean that's a big pocket with that 5-ball there. I think you got to shoot this. He's gonna bring the cue ball back for kind of safety. Oh, he missed it by a mile.
Oh yeah, that went well out. And how's his luck?
Get lucky.
He's not bad. Well, in terms of where he's stuck, I mean, I don't know that Albinario's getting a lot of options for him.
No, this is not an easy situation here. I mean, this is kind of crappy.
I mean, it's finding a way to try and get away from the 3-ball without just pushing it onto a pocket.
You can cut the left side with a lot of left English and take the cue ball 3 rails and put the 3-ball on the end rail and take the cue ball 3 rails. The problem is it's very difficult to get it past the 4-ball. He's not even going to take a chance of that. He's going to try to roll up behind the 4 here, and this is a tough shot.
Well, Mooncake had the sort of idea there of the VP4 escape route, big draw.
Now that is a great shot.
That'll work.
He made that look easy, and guys, I can tell you that shot was not as easy as it looked. That was a great play.
And suddenly the tables are turned. One shot. And of course the 8-ball is just a hindrance. You know that.
Well, this is a big kick because he could get safe here. He's got to hit the 3, and I wouldn't hit this super hard. I'd kind of hit this fairly low speed. I mean, he can get the 3 to go behind that 7-ball, and he's going to be safe.
No, he's got you know what? Oh, what a shot!
I think the reason he hit it hard was because I don't think he had a clear path. I think the 8-ball was in the way.
Well, he's got the result.
Now, Fast Eddie would jump this.
Well, Albinario
might
have an idea that he might look at options here, but
I'll be surprised if Albin jumps it. But I've seen Fast Eddie jump over these before.
Well, it's a bit more than just an edge, this 6-ball. It's a fair jump.
Well, I saw Fast Eddie jump like the whole ball when it was like this with a playing cue. It was pretty impressive.
Albinario is still coming up with ideas.
Fast Eddie, you're there. Tell us whether you could jump this or not.
Well, he's having to spin this up big time to make a line to get to that 3-ball. But he can't hit it too hard, because if he hits it too hard, he won't give it enough time for the spin to work.
The ultimate luck would be make the 9-ball.
Well, he gave it enough. Yeah. He gave it enough time to do that. And ball in hand now for Semipro with a 3-9 combo that you can't miss.
You got to take the duck, yeah.
I mean,
I can remember when people on VP thought this was bad etiquette. I was like, man.
Well,
I'm shooting this every time I get the chance.
No, in a tournament, fine. In a challenge room, no, we still don't do it. Well, there you go. That's a big turn there. 15 racks to 12 to Semipro.
Yeah, that was huge. And he's got a ball on the break.
Now is he going to get crazy and play the cut and the 2 and the 5?
I think he might. I'm not sure I would. I'm trying to see where he plays safe here, though. I don't like the combo. If you are going to play this combo, you should play it into the rail first. I think that combo's a lot easier hitting the long rail first.
Yeah, you just got to get that line just at the sort of, just like that, but you actually got it too much inside. So here's Albinario's chance to respond. Now, this is what I like about this situation. This is calling Albinario out.
Here's the thing about that situation. You don't have to shoot the combo. Granted, there wasn't any great safeties, but you can always push out there. You can always say, you know what, the safety's hard. I don't like the combo. If I miss this, I sell out. I'm going to push. I don't know if you went through that thought process, but that's always an option after the break. Well,
Albinario is now relying on the follow-up now to get back into the match. And he's been given that opportunity. Let's see what he's made of.
The Semipro makes that at 16-12 with him breaking, which is pretty strong, but that was a big if. Mooncase going through all the predictions that are still on. Did anybody take Semipro? I don't think I saw anybody taking Semipro.
Nobody did. No.
I'm a little surprised by that. I mean, I don't make score predictions, but I thought Semipro had a pretty good chance of winning this. I wouldn't say he was a favorite, but I thought he had a pretty good chance of winning.
So,
well, all-important break now, and this is huge.
Back to within 2. Ball on the side, 3 ball. Perfect in the 1. And the two balls outward.
Yeah.
The 2 ball goes. It goes past the 5.
Oh, yeah, it does go. You're right. Yeah.
And he's got the angle on the 1 ball to cut the 1 in the side and go forward. And as long as he misses the 4.
He'll shoot the 1 in the corner so he can get on the 2.
Is he going to take it up the corner?
Yeah, that's the way to play it.
Well, the only thing I'd be worried about,
the
I'd just be worried about the 6 ball here.
Yeah, you gotta keep it from getting on top of the 6.
He's reassessed the situation. He looks like he's paying a draw to come back across it. Has he got the legs?
Well, that's terrible.
Well, he hasn't got the juice.
I don't think that was any easier because you hit it with juice and you can still put yourself behind the 6. I would have shot that in the corner. And if you're worried about the 6, you can always hit it at the speed that you're going to come off the rail and bump the 6.
Well, I mean, it's an easy safety here in the sense that you're pushing 1 ball to the 1 rail, 1 to the other.
He's looking like he's shooting. I mean, this is a potential 2-way shot here. The biggest problem with the 2-way here is that the cut's so thin on the 2 ball, you got to hit it pretty hard to get it away from the corner pocket. And he either was just playing safe or missed it. I think he was just playing safe, to be honest with you. He hit that so thin. Yeah, he had to be playing safe there.
He did get it thin. I think it's just before the side pockets the line.
Yeah. So this one, I'd go straight into it like that. Yep.
Now, how's the roll of the ball?
I don't think he's going to come out good, though.
Not good. Semipro has been reprieved. Not Semipro, Albinario.
Yeah, and it's looking like it's going to be 15-14 with Albin breaking.
Yeah, we're approaching squeaky bum time. Well, I don't know what the hell that was. I do not know what that was. Look at the acreage you've got here. Look at that. Albinario didn't notice that big hole in the middle of the table where a cue ball can sit.
I think he hit that a little thick.
Oh dear!
Or just didn't hit it hard enough because how's he going to get fortunate?
Oh, he's going to...
Not looking like it. It's looking like he's selling out.
He's setting it up here.
Boy, that was a huge mistake there.
Well, that could be extremely costly.
Yeah, well, this is the stage of the game where it's just sort of the nut check, you know. Are you going to play well down the stretch? And I expect both these players to do it. I think that was probably an outlier there, what happened to Albin. I'm not expecting to see a lot of dogging or screwing up out of these guys. He plays side pocket or corner pocket? He's got to be shooting us in the corner.
He's going up table, yeah. Got to be going up table. He looks like he's playing it in the side. He's playing it in the side.
Well, I don't get that. I would have shot that in the corner every time. And I like the side pockets. Wow. That was a little surprising to me.
Well, Albinario is blown his chance to reduce the deficit. It's now back to 3, and Semipro is just 3 away.
This is a big break. Can Semipro get a ball and a shot?
Yes, he can. Oh,
boy.
the 9 ball's going in as well, so that's coming back up. He's got a shot in the 1, albeit he's going to have to control the cue ball.
This is tricky. You either cut it to the right or you got to do something. You got to force it through the 5 ball or go behind the 5 ball. It's possible to go behind the 5 with inside English. Oh, he was able to go on the other side of it.
The cue ball. Yeah, he's okay.
That was a good shot. He took a big chance there because that 4 ball was definitely in play.
Now, is the 4 ball still in play? Because he's going to be going 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sure. It's definitely still in play.
No, he's not. He's going left English here.
Yeah, is he looking for the gap?
Yeah, and he shot himself right in the foot. He wouldn't
he was looking for the gap.
Yeah.
Well,
I think maybe he was worried about the 4 ball, but to me, he was asking to get into a spot there with that cue ball with English, and that's difficult to judge.
Well, you know the cue ball is going to kill. Is he going to try to masse this? No, he's just kicking at it. That's a good shot. That's a fine shot there.
No, he's left it on. I think he left
an edge. Yeah, I think he did, but that was a fine play. I mean, it was a very good play. Hey, Matt's here. Hey, Matt.
I don't know whether that's enough. I think it's not enough to pot it. I think it certainly overcut it to the short rail and
I think it is.
Is it? Well, it is. You're right.
For once, I'm right.
This time, your commentator's eye works, Steve. You must have.
Usually, I'm wrong on those.
You must have took out the glass eye and put your proper eye in.
I guess, because I'm not usually right about that kind of shot.
Good evening
and he bumps the 5. He gets away with it. Wow, did you see that? He bumped the 5 on that shot. Oh, he could have come out right on top of it.
You've arrived at the right time, Matt. We might have an exciting finish here.
Well, neither guy has been able to get out when it's their break the last couple racks.
Yeah. It is squeaky bum time. Who's going to hold it together?
Yeah, neither one of them are really dogging balls, but they're making some cue ball mistakes.
Let's be honest. I mean, Albinario is still 2 behind. I mean, he's still got work to do here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, got to break and run out, and that's what it comes down to: is keep Semipro off the table.
Well, this is 3 balls gone. We'll look at the 1 hanging over the side. 2 balls in the open.
Here we go.
This is in the bag.
Good opportunity. I'm not going to call it in the bag, but it's a good opportunity.
I don't hang about. I just wade straight in. No.
Matt, I try to get in here once in a while, especially towards the end of the tournament. These good matches.
Yep. We've got another good match coming in a day or two's time. Don't miss out the Cobra Spectre Dawn match on Sunday night.
And I like that play bump on the 5.
You don't want to miss that.
No, this is almost child's play here. I mean,
what you're really saying is, Steve, is I could probably get out in this table.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I know where you're coming from.
He's playing for the side pocket.
I just thought I'd mention you, Steve, in case you didn't know that me and One Pocket Slimmer are not only the 9-ball Scotch doubles champions at the moment, but we're also the 8-ball Saturday night US whatever it is doubles champions as well. I just thought I'd mention that.
Well, you guys have just become too difficult to beat. Is that it?
Oh yeah. I mean, Tactical Genius and Slim's Deft Touch. What a mixture!
Yeah.
We've put all comers to the sword.
I think what you need is get mashed up against Albin and Spectre Dawn.
And the advantage is that the 2 of us are full of shit.
Hey, if you can talk a good game, just gotta back it up.
Here we go. Back to within 1. Well, not yet until he gets good in the 9.
Well, Matt, you versus Mooncake should be a nice match.
Oh, I forgot about that one, Matt. I'll be there for that.
Right. All right, it's 16-15.
Here's the biggest. Right, they're all big breaks, but here's the first big break of the night. This is the first of a few to follow. Oh, 7-ball on the other side this time. And, well, a cut in the one, and the 2 balls wide open.
Yeah, he's got a shot on the one, and he's got a chance to break and run another one here. He's just got to keep his nerve and stay focused. This is what I like to see. Guys, you know, taking it and taking their opportunities, taking advantage. Just, you know, take the match away from the other guy. Don't win by, you know, screwing up and hoping the other guy fails. Take it from him.
So 2 rails. Now, got to miss that 5, and he's missed the 5.
Yeah, well played.
All is good as far as that goes. Now, what does he do here? Just a dink and miss the 5 again and 3 into the other side.
I like hitting this. I would hit this with draw and a little bit of right English, so it grabs and goes behind it. He's going to use straight draw. I put a little right on this too because it helps control the speed.
Yeah, spinning up table.
Oh,
I thought he was going to maybe nip across, go the other way.
Well, he didn't really want this angle
wrong
on
side.
it.
Wrong
He's
side.
going to draw this back past the 8-ball and shoot the 4 in the corner. He's going to come almost straight back.
Yeah.
And that's well done.
Yeah. All good so far. Now, obviously, the 6 balls blocked by the 9.
I think he's going to draw this back too. Now he decides to go forward and shoot it in the side.
Well, that's perfect because that's just dead weight drop and he's through nicely.
That is.
Now, he wants to go far enough in this 6 ball. He wants to go far enough on it. And I say that because he wants to really just be coming off the 6 ball and dropping 8 into the side. Just a bit like that. I mean, that's perfect.
Yep, you want to get on the correct side of the ball, and he certainly did there. So Alvin has
here we go.
Broken and run 2 racks, and it's tied up. And
don't put the kettle on now, folks.
Yeah, this is.
Well, Albie was what was he? 15-12 behind, was he?
Yeah, if he puts 5 together. Yeah, he Semipro. Did Semipro break Cry? I don't remember what happened there. Right, either broke Cry or made a mistake. If he broke Cry, that's 3 runouts in a row for Alvin.
That pattern was there, but it got bumped and another ball into the side. But I think the cue ball's dead this time. Yep.
Well, that's the end of breaking and running out, unless he's going to jump this, which
6
I kind
and
of doubt.
8's gone.
I kind of like putting this down on the end rail just past the 9.
No, he's got other ideas, Steve.
Oh, he's going to jump this. So this is a brave shot.
He's been getting trained up from fast steady.
This is a brave shot here. This is a great shot if he makes it. It's not so wonderful a choice if he misses it.
I think he just listened to the little voice he said.
I like to push by this. Well, I don't know if I like to push over by the counter on the rail because Semipro is such a great shot maker. But the scratch is kind of on. If you push this thing over by the counter just past the 9-ball, and it's not there's no real easy safeties, and the scratch is kind of on there.
Yeah, yeah.
I like pushing out.
The left counter is where you look.
The right counter. I like pushing it over, just past the 9-ball over by that left counter.
Now, I think he's made a complete hash of that, or is he calling semi? Now, here's a good tactical. I mean, I think this is very interesting. Albinario was lining up the jump there a minute ago, and then he thought better of it. And then he's played a little soft touch and still left a jump shot. Now he's calling Semi-Pro's bluff.
He's getting this back.
Well,
he's going to get this back.
You really
I would give it back. Oh yeah, I would give this back every time.
I think that's a very shrewd move by Albinario here, and I think Semi-Pro's onto it. Semi-Pro has took the bait. He's took the bait.
Why would you do that? You just give that back.
Well, that's the psychological. I love that. I love that sequence. That is a psychological battle that Albinario has just won because Semi-Pro took the bait and decided, well, do I give it back to Albi? Albi's going to play the jump because he actually. He made the manoeuvre there as if he was looking at the jump before he decided to push. And Semi-Pro thought, oh dear, if I give it back to Albinario, he's going to make me look an umpty.
If he wasn't going to give it back, he should have pushed over by the counter like my idea. And that was just, I would have given that back every time and said, "Fine, Alvin, you want to shoot this? Go ahead."
Well, I think Albinario has just set Semipro up there big time. You look at the way he lined up there. He practiced the jump and then he decided against it. And Semipro was watching that, and Semipro was left with the option to have a go at it or give it back to Albinario. I think he fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
That was crazy. Yeah. That just was not an easy jump shot. It wasn't easy to get over the ball, and if you did, there's no guarantee you're making the ball. I mean, if you did, there's no guarantee you're getting a shot on the next ball.
I've got to ask Albinario. We've got to ask Albinario what his thinking was there when did you think about taking it, or did you do that to get inside Semipro's head? Because if he has done, he won over big time there with that shot.
Well, I mean, if that's really what happened, that's nobody's fault but semi-pros.
Yeah, Semi took the bait, and can you? I'm just thinking there. Semipro looked at Albinario practicing the jump, and then he decides a little dabby push, and Semipro's left with an option to jump or give it back, and Semipro could have given it back and called Albinario's bluff, but Semipro took the bait and decided, no, I can't do that. He'll pot it. You know, that's how you win the psychological battle, right there with that.
Yeah, well, sequence. that's where you push out to a different tough shot, one you think he's not going to like, you know, or that's where you roll the ball and let him shoot something crazy.
I'm telling you, I really loved that there because I mean, I just thought, you know, is he going to take that? I was immediately thinking the Semipro going to take the bait here. You live or die by your shot choices, don't you? Yeah, I think most of us would have given it back and said, right, go on, do it.
Well, I think almost any pro in the world in that situation would have given it back. Yeah. There's very few people who would say, "Man, I know I'm making this shot, shooting it."
And I think I would love to get inside Semipro's head and find out what his thinking was there. This is where you need an after-match interview, because you then need to review the video and say, well, see this shot here, what was your thinking when Albinario did that? Did you think, you know, put him back in and fear the fact that he was going to jump and get out?
I'm thinking you give this one back. I'm thinking you give this one back, and he may not. This is a little tricky, because if you're going to try to use the 6 to hide it, the speed's important. I mean, you can play the 9, but if the 1 comes across, there's no... I mean, I don't like this shot at all.
Well...
But he's hit it perfect.
I like the outcome though. That is pretty good.
He's hit it perfect. That's a great shot. I knew if he didn't get the hook, he was going to sell out, but he got the hook.
He's turning the screw. Now he's called Semipro's bluff. Jump that, he said. There you go.
Yeah, well,
there you go.
I think he's better off playing the 3-railer, but he wants to jump it. He got it.
Oh dear. I mean, it's done everything but go in.
Oh gosh.
Suddenly, we've got Albinario looking to get into the hill. Where's LS3 been all match? She's been in tournaments.
Well, suddenly, this whole match has come down to 2 jump shots.
Yeah, it's been a crazy end, this. Well, it's not finished yet, because anything can still happen, but wow, I'll tell you, I love that sequence there. And the fact that Semipro took the option there, he didn't do the kick. He decided to risk the jump, and now he's oh well.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if you got the jump queue on VP4, but with the playing queue, it's risky.
You know, that did everything but drop, so it did.
Well, I mean, that's kind of sick to the stomach feeling at that point. Just got to hang in there and hope he gets another chance.
Stunning hold this. He's not going to roll through to play us. No, he's not. Yeah, I was panicking. I think he's not playing any 6-9 combo. He's just going to stun in behind it. Right, there we go. Well, Albinario. Semi-pros sort of been stalled in 15-16 for the last 20 minutes. Albinario now is going to be on the hill. That 9 ball's off the rail, so he's never missing this.
Well, the only shots that semi-pros had have been 2 jump shots, and neither one of those worked out well for him.
Well, you know, Albinario, we know what he's like. You know, he's been under pressure, he's been under threat. Semipro finally got the lead. And Albinario's switched on to the fact that I'm going to have to dish up here. And he's looking very likely that he's going to do it. And a ball in the side again. And that one is plumbing the side. Just a dead weight drop.
Albin's in control of his own destiny at this point. I mean, this is destiny in Albin's hands.
Well, this has been the play of a champion. This last few racks, the way it's went.
Yeah, this is a little tricky here. See how he decides to play this. He may decide to play high. He's going to go past the 5 low. He's going to have to run into 8 ball. And he decides to play high. I think that was a smart move because that was pretty guaranteed. Take a little tougher shot on the 4, but it's pretty natural. A little bit of hold, a little left English, and he comes straight out.
Well, where's he going to go wrong here? That's what
right here is a shot that if he was going to go wrong, he would.
Yeah. And
he's good on the 5, so this
nice
is
angle.
Pretty routine here to get to the 6.
Well, one or 2 rails if he needs to.
Oh, I think he'll go 2.
Oh, hang on a minute. This is spinning. No, I think he's okay. He's okay.
Boy,
he's okay.
That was a terrible line. He was supposed to be coming over the other long rail. He was supposed to be coming 2 diamonds up on the long rail, not towards the pocket.
If that cue ball was a millimetre inside a little more, that spin would have took it into the pocket.
Well, that was a huge mistake with the cue ball, but he got away with it. I mean, those kind of shots, when you're hitting them real firm like that, you got to really watch the Q-tip position because it's going to want to come back more. It's going to want to get more English. You got to moderate the Q-tip position.
Well, semi-pros, I don't think semi-pro, you look at this match, he's not really done an awful lot wrong. Not an awful lot at all.
He's played a very good match. There's no doubt about it. He played a good match.
Yeah, he's going to finish 3 racks behind. That's how tough it is to beat this guy.
It wasn't much, but it was enough. He made enough mistakes.
What a win for Albinario. That was it. The question was asked of him, and he answered it big time. A 1916 win. Superb finish by Albinario, but I'll tell you, looking back on that sequence there, I think that was fascinating in terms of how Albinario sold. He sold Semi-Pro a dummy, in my opinion.
Well, I usually believe in that situation. If it's a tough shot like that, I'd be like, fine. The guy's going to have to beat me making that kind of shot. I wouldn't have shot that first jump shot.
Well,
the second one, I don't think he had. He had a choice. The second one wasn't quite as ridiculous, even though it didn't go in.
I reckon the stats might be pretty good. Semi-pros might be a bit short on the break stats, but let's have a look. Well, they're actually. I mean, look at semi-pros. It's actually better than Albinarius.
Yeah, he broke pretty good. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't. They both broke well.
And semi-pros get the better percentage. Well, look at that. But the big difference is there. Look at that. Runouts in the break, Albinario 9, Semi-Pro 4. Huge. And then you look at the racks high run, Albinario had 3, Semi-Pro had the 1. He couldn't get that follow-up often enough. 10 racks run overall by Albinario.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the difference is really you ran out from the break more than Semi-Pro did.
Mm-hmm. Now,
whether that's mistakes or he's getting, shots on the low ball or the table's better, I don't know. But
what was that one?
That's definitely the difference in the match.
Runouts from the break, Albinario. Obviously, Albinario's played a match or 2 more than some, but Albinario's way out in front.
Yeah. You and me both here, Pig. I was very surprised.
Look at that. Look at Albinario's average for the tournament in terms of balls in the break. 1.1. He's setting them. He's setting the standard there. Where is he?
Herpig, I actually said that if he really thought Albin was going to make it, he was that great a jumper, that he could have pushed over to the second display counter on the end rail and left him a difficult cut with a scratch possibility.
An edge, yeah.
Done something where, you know, if he really thought Albin was going to make that, he could have hit the cue ball and played safe, right? Or no, I guess he couldn't have done that because it was a push out. So at that point, he had to play safe. He only had that. Albin had that option.
Right.
Never mind. Yeah.
We've got Acero and Balls tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m., which is like, I don't know, what is it, 9 a.m. or something Eastern. But Larry and Wink at Me. Now, Wink at Me's on a roll here in this one lost side. He scalped One Pocket Slim. Who did he beat the other night? Because was it Mooncake that he beat? Wasn't it? So
yeah,
Wink at Me's he's looking to take another.
Larry better bring it.
And this is a US Canada battle, isn't it? So they go ahead tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I'll be there for that. We've got MC Clarkey and Mooncake on Thursday at 7 p.m. I'll be there for that.
Herpig says it was Keith. He beat Keith.
Was it Keith? Aye. And we've got Cobra Spectre on this Sunday evening, and I will be there for that. So there's some great matches to come. And I hope you can join us. Well, that was a great match. I mean, unlucky to Semipro. I've got to have a word with Semipro and show him the point in the video that's got me thinking about what he. I need to know what he was thinking. Yeah. And I need to know I've got to ask Albinario.
You got to give Albin a lot of credit. Oh, yeah. He then broke and ran a couple racks, you know. I mean, it was Albin took that match at the end.
Wink is 7 hours ahead of me. I thought Wink at Me was in Canada.
Well, he's got a Canadian flag, but maybe he's...
right. So obviously
maybe he's living in Europe.
Is he an expat now or something? He must be. He's a
hoser in Europe.
Yeah, really. If Larry's saying there's 7 hours difference, I mean, so he's 7 hours ahead. So that means that
he's like in Sweden or something.
No, that's even further. He's almost near Moscow. Moscow's 3 hours ahead of.
Well, because remember, Larry's Central Time, so he's an hour. He's an hour.
You might be right. You might be right.
So it would be. It would be like
Sweden. Yeah.
6 hours different from the. East Coast.
I think you're right. It could well be sort of Sweden that direction, yeah, or Paris or whatever, you know, France.
Or maybe some Slavic nation or something. I don't know, you know.
Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that match. I certainly near the end, I loved it. It was great. I loved that psychological. Maybe I'm interpreting it the wrong way, but I really do think that Albinario served up a dummy there for Semipro, and he jumped into it.
Well, you got to get the post-match interview.
Yeah, I've got to find out. In fact, I'm surprised none of the two of them are in the bloody stream, because I would have asked them straight away. Is Albinario gone to bed? No, he's there. But in fact, I'll tell you something. I'm just going to PM him.
I think Semi-Pro's off to lick his wounds. That's a tough loss, but you know he did play well. It's not like Semi-Pro played a poor match.
See if he's there.
Albin. Albin's here.
Right, Albie, I've got to ask you this, and give me an honest answer, because I'm sure you won't lie. When you were, what rack was it? Was it 3 racks to go? When you were lining up as if you were going to play the jump shot, right? And then you looked at it again, and then you played the little soft push, and you more or less left Semipro with the same jump shot. Were you lining Semipro up for the sucker punch and see whether he would take the bait? Tell me you were, because that's the way I read it. That's the way I read it big time. And Semipro, when he got handed that option to either give you it back, Semipro jumped straight in to go for the jump shot.
The quick question is, were you fishing? Did you have bait on your hook?
Yeah. That's the way he put it. I don't know. Maybe Albinario didn't even realise what he did. Maybe he doesn't realise it.
He was throwing the bait out there.
I wanted to make sure if he should take right. So that's exactly it. And I told you, Steve. I told you he was laying out the bait, the little psychological move, that little tell, and Semi-Pro didn't see it coming. And that's the part I love about it. That's how you set somebody up for the big fall. And that, to me, that was the make or break. And you look at the way Albinario finished the match. I mean, that's a killer. That is a killer for me. I loved that. I was all over that like a rash as soon as I saw that move. Yeah, and that's why I thought as soon as Semi-Pro saw you lining that up and saying, no, I'm not having it, Semi-Pro gets handed it, and now the ball's in his court, and Semi-Pro's got it through his head. I can't give this back to Albie. Albie's going to lob over this and pot it and run out. I love that. That's the brilliant thing about the psychological side of sport, whether it be a computer game like pool or whether it be in reality. But I loved that. I really enjoyed that part. And, no disrespect to Semi-Pro, but he got suckered, and Albinario did the business on him.
Really I'll tell you, if you watch the pro pool players play, they will most of the time give back jump shots on a push, even though most of them jump really well. When there's a push and it's a jump shot, most of the pros are giving it back because they're just not reliable shots. Yeah,
they'll always call the other guy out on that one. It's not quite as easy as it is in VP4 to jump.
It's kind of a show me. It's a show me moment.
Exactly.
Show me that that you can do this.
Right. Well, let's hope the rest of the tournament's like that, because we've got the standard left in it to have matches like that. So I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Hairpig says there's 90 countries in that time zone. Well, we ought to have a little lottery and we all put in money and guess.
I say Zimbabwe because that's probably within that time zone. Somewhere in South Africa.
I think it's got to be the East Coast or the what? It's got to be the East Coast of Africa, I think, to get to 6 hours, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I would think somewhere over that side. Right, guys, I really enjoyed it. I hope you did. And remember, it will be up on the playlist for anybody that missed it. So very well done to Albinario. He's still the man to beat. I'm just surprised that Cobra kept a low profile tonight, but obviously it was a bit sort of last minute, this match. So he'll catch up with it. He'll see how things went. And for people that did miss it, tell them it's worth a watch. Thanks to Steve for his company. I'm off for a coffee. And we'll bid you good night, and we'll see you over the next couple of days for some more good matches.
Sign up for the Cowboy, guys.
And get into the Cowboy as well.
More players. And I may not see you till Sunday. We'll see. I may pop in late tomorrow, Thursday maybe.
Well,
Sunday I'm going to try for sure.
I'll be around anyway. I'll look out for you if you want to come in. I'll have Discord open. Right then. That's it, chaps.
Have a good one, guys. Good night.
We will see you later. Good night.